Day 55. Today we are going to check in on some of the annuals. These are petunias, and we do have to pull the dead ones off every couple of days, and that can get old and boring and tiresome. But the good news is that these annuals, they bloom all year long. So the bad part is that you have to plant new ones every spring. Now, that being said, I could, if I had a place to take these in for the winter and kind of clip them back, they would probably do fine in the spring that way. But as a general rule, whenever you buy annuals, you buy them for the season, and then at the end of the season they die, and that's about the end of that. I let some go to seed last season, thinking that if I let them go to seed and then the seeds would drop, and then I mulched over top of them, and then expected to maybe have some of them come back. They were petunias as well, and they did not. So that didn't work. It doesn't mean it won't work for you. You can try that as well. So I'm gonna have to, after I get all of these dead blooms off, I'm getting a little bit more rough than I have been in the past, as you can tell, because I'm just to the point where I'm kind of tired of picking these off, and plus they're getting so full that it's almost impossible to dig through and find all the spent blooms that are buried underneath there. That looks pretty good. And like I said, this is going to just keep getting bigger and bigger all year. Now, on the other hand, these are perennials. I've got the mini irises, the peonies. I've got gladiolas planted in here too, but I'm not sure what they're going to do. These are, once again, more annuals. These will die at the end of the year, which is pretty sad. These back along the back section are perennials, so they will come back next year. Some of these are actually from last year. So, in this big bed, I might try to do more annuals or less annuals next year and more perennials. We'll just see. I really love the way that I've planted them all pretty close together. Like, I did not space them how the packaging recommended, but I like how it's looking. These, I've got mini bells and regular petunias mixed in together, and like I said, the downside to these is that you have to clean all these dead ones off if you want them to bloom good and grow and spread and just get fuller and fuller throughout the season. A lot of times, if you just shake them good, the loose ones are just hanging on by a thread anyway. So if you shake them, you can usually get the loose ones to pretty well come off. The ones that are new and fresh, they're not going to come off very easily. So there's that. So you've kind of got it's just depending on what kind of garden you're going for. The perennials have negatives and positives, and the annuals have negatives and positives. This to me is beautiful. I love my annuals just because they're so colorful and they last all season and they can just get bigger and fuller and fuller. These are all perennials. That's an annual. That hanging basket is an annual as well, and so that's going to die unless I bring it in for the winter. So we'll have to see about that. And the difference really just depends on you. I like having both in my garden just so I like having a big garden, so I can't afford to plant only annuals every year and fill up my whole entire garden. So there's the good and the bad of both types of flowers. Tomorrow we will get into maybe some more weeds. I'm not sure. So thank you so much for watching, and we will talk again tomorrow.